Welcome everyone back to Railroader. It's been quite some time since I played this game, for a good reason, but let me actually delete this, and we'll put this one as sandbox and mod showcase. Alright, and we will just have it. I like that one. I'm just doing this little quick showcase on my mods. Um, I have no idea what's going on with the West Virginia southern side of things. I know a whole lot of people watch the live streams a whole lot, and we haven't done a whole lot. So I am taking this time of our very long break to mess around on my own server, mess around with some mods in the game, so that way I can just have a good time and mess around with it. Alright, so we're in Bryson right now. Make sure everything's installed properly. It seems to be good. Oh wait, did I turn those mods back on? I did not. Save. Quit. Give me a moment, everyone. I forgot to turn a mod back on. Alright, where is it at? Where is it at? It should be... Is it? Let me turn that on. That's the HUD enhancer. Map enhancer we don't want. Here it is. Single player, mod showcase. Time to go back to the mod showcase. Loading, 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 loading. Also, before anyone, I am gonna let everyone know about this. If you haven't seen on the news or haven't been following along with it, there is a huge talk going on right now about Union Pacific and the Norfolk Southern Railroad merging. But anyways, I am gonna show you the diesels first because I got some good diesel locomotives. Alright, first off, we'll start with these two. I'll place them here. I spawned them in backwards, but this is what they look like. Comes with pretty good paint schemes. And then this is just the mod that I installed today. It's the same locomotive, but with multiple different um versions of it. Here, I'll place this on the first main, just shy of the crossing. And here's what these locomotives look like. As you can tell, there's quite a few of them. I don't know if these will actually be used on my personal save or not. I might add them as like a yard engines or a leaser company. So yeah, those are all that. Do this. I don't know what this one is. Hold on, let me place it. I'll place it behind this one. Oh, okay. So that's the same locomotive, okay. Alright, here's one of the newer locomotives that I recently added. I'm going to put it on this track right here. MLW is TNRR. And right here is a MB25A locomotive. It's one of the newer locomotives in the game. Actually, I kind of like that paint scheme, but it resembles too much of the Southern Pacific. Alright, so we'll move on to the next one, which is this thing, I'm pretty sure. And I'll put it on this track right here. There's been a lot of diesel. I totally forgot that this thing existed in the game, I'm not gonna lie. Raider Locomotive Works, and we'll actually go and see the interior of this thing. Because a lot of them have interiors, just not real good ones. Here's the speedometer, like, and I'm assuming that would be the brake pedal. I'm not sure. It says. Alright. Next up, it will be this monstrosity. I'm basically just going right now to show everyone. But take a look at this thing. This is truly a ridiculous diesel locomotive. Alright, let's customize. There it is. Hold on, let me select this. And here's this one. Those sound like Amtrak almost. And then here's the dual Leslie. And then these are all the other mods that I have for a horn. But this one right here is probably one of my favorites. That type of locomotive. But this one, nothing beats this horn right here. Right there is your RS5T TNRR. Alright. Back to the showcase. Alright, so now is this one. I know, right? I love those horns. Alright, here is this locomotive. Dates back to the Southern. RS3L, let me see if I can find that one. Here it is. There's multiple versions of it, but here's one. next up is these two units. I'm putting them together because it's a slug unit mixed in with a actual other unit. Here's this thing. Everything's in pure white right now. I'm not going to bother customizing it. But yeah. This is literally just a mod showcase, so alright. A little bit. Oh, and all you Amtrak fans, you're gonna love this. Let me put them on this track if it will let me. All you Amtrak fans know this locomotive. Alright, clear all that. Alright, here's the next locomotive. A C40-8 wide cab. Alright. Next up, it is the C37. Oh right, I forgot that this mod extended this track. This is the C30-7. Next up. Oh, I totally skipped this one. This one is basically the same as the other locomotive, just a little more. That does not work properly. Game. Open the doors. Yeah, here's the standard -8. And oh, and here's the B units to the Amtrak. I'm just going to place them right over here. I did not mean to keep the -8 mixed in with this. Why does that look good though? Nice. Clear. Alright. Here's the B40-8s. I'm going to combine them together. I don't even think that these are even a real life thing. I think someone just added them into the game for the literal shits and giggles. Hey, railroader crashed. Cancel. But yeah, I don't even think those are actually real life stuff. I think someone just made them up so that way it can offer more horsepower, especially when you tackle the red marble grade. I forgot to add the Amtrak passenger cars. Oh well. Single player, go back to the mod showcase. Also, TNRR, this was the big project that I was telling you about on Discord the other day. As you know, we play on the West Virginia Southern, but this is going to be I'm going to be starting a series on my own personal railroad here very shortly. I'm just waiting to get Bryson unlocked before I actually start doing much of anything. Alright. Go back to the locomotive. We'll go away from the B40s. First off, we're starting with all the diesels because there's a crap ton of diesel mods. Oh yeah, here's the B40-8 eights. I think the wide cams are what Amtrak uses. I could be wrong on that. And then your standard cab. Kind of reminds me of the GE Super 7s, almost. I don't know if that's a mod yet. We'll go through the list and go from there. I need to delete some of these locomotives so that way my game doesn't crash again. Alright. Yeah, to answer that question, I don't know. Also, here's some of my one of my favorite locomotives they added. This is by far one of my more favorite locomotives in the game. And the best part, the main reason why I like these locomotives is, let me go inside. Take a look at this. This is the main reason why I like these locomotives. It's because the game developer added a kitty cat. And also a Tim Hortons. That's the main reason why I like these locomotives. Also, this adorable little thing. I just like it because it simulates those speed cars. Whee! There we are, we're off the tracks. Oh no! Thing has been destroyed. Alright. Alright, delete these again. Alright. Oh no, I purposely derailed it. Okay, so these two are the base game locomotives. I'm just going to spawn them in anyway because you guys seen them on the West Virginia Southern. But here's the other parts. SD60Ms. I'm just waiting for the other two to spawn, but that's what one of the SD60s looks like. And here's the other one. Reminds me of the Santa Fe. Yeah, these definitely remind me of Santa Fe. Game might have crashed again because it's frozen. Yep, it crashed. Come on, Railroader, I'm trying to do a mod showcase here. Technical difficulties you need to love. You gotta love technical difficulties, yep, oh, yep, oh, yep. Yeah. Gotta love these technical difficulties, yes, so yes. Do 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 do. So we showed the SD60s. I can't remember if you guys seen the GP38-2s. Yeah, this game's going to take a while to get used to all the mods again, because it's been a while since I actually messed with the mods on this game. So go to locomotives. No, I said locomotives, not freight cars. Alright, so I showed you the SD60s. This is just one of the brand new locomotives I just recently got it. And I'll show you all it. Once it spawns in. I'm gonna delete you. The SD40-2. And there's a whole lot of customization that goes with this. Wait, build, what's this? Okay then. So yeah, we have this. And then we have your customization, obviously. And then actually show you all the build stuff. Interior lights. You can give it the SD40-2 mark. Even the EMD data plate as well. You can customize the plow, the class lights, the nose, optional parts. I'm gonna go here. Strobe light. We can even have all-weather windows, which I kind of like those actually. I'm not gonna lie. An AirV style air conditioning or a single air conditioning, even PTC, air tags, even the reflective sash, the nose hatch, even strobe lights. It's definitely one of the more locomotives that you can mess around with. Then is the EMD MP15. And which is another one of the switchers that I'm definitely going to be using on my railroad once I get Bryson unlocked. That diesel will be in charge of switching out. Hold on, let me actually go down to the Bryson Industries. This is what my Bryson Industries look like. A lot more complex than the West Virginia Southern. So this is what that diesel is going to be handling, is all these industries right here. And then let's go back over. And then obviously it's the F units. Oh, speaking of which, here's your Alco diesel locomotive TNRR. There's your Alco. Not sure if I'm going to use this one on my railroad or not. But the SD40-2s are definitely going to be one. The Jeeps are going to be probably on the local runs. And yeah, I'm waiting for more mods to come out for maps, because I'll actually show you guys some of the other mods that I have. Right here is a grain elevator for Governor Island. You get your grain cars spawned in here, all that fun stuff. Drop the cars off here, and they get sent out to be loaded here. More than likely a GP38 or a GP40 will be in charge of this train. Or both, I don't know yet. Now the SD40s are going to be in charge of running up to here, which is the Kirkland coal mine. This damn thing can see anywhere from 100 to almost 200 coal cars per day. And then obviously right here is Whittier. And I will show it to y'all. This is the big ass Whittier yard. And game's frozen, probably going to crash again. But as you can tell from right here, it is one of the more larger yards in Railroader. We've got that mod set up because on my personal save, our railroad is split in half. I control one part of the map, and my buddy controls the other part of the map, and we actually interchange with each other right here. Yay, game crashed again. I'll actually show you guys on my personal railroad save real fast. Show you kind of like what we have and all that stuff, so I'm not spawning in everything all at once. Save, close, single player, go to here. I'm actually going, this is going to be my personal save, so I really can't spend too much time on it, because this is the save that me and my friends all work on together. Oh, I forgot about that. We are not talking about that derailment right there. But anyways, this is what my sawmill looks like. And I know it says bulkhead dimensional lumber on it. Just pretend it's dimensional lumber. We even got the 100-ton box cars. I totally forgot about this train. Anyways, this is what my East Whittier yard looks like. I currently have a crap ton of trains just moving around the yard. I actually need to have 1861 couple up to the rear of this consist to move the Kirkland stuff. Actually, no. I'm going to just have the 1861 because now I remember what it was doing. But this is what my train yard actually looks like. Right here is our sugar mill. As you can see, a little depressing. But we got Western Maryland boxcars, all B&O, Frisco, even some tankers. And of course we have the hold on, where were they? The giant ass hopper cars. Usually marked with Burlington Northern or Conrail. 90% of the time it's Burlington Northern. Alright. I am having you uncouple from here. Go to here. Park your train right here. And here's are some of the new cars that we have for logs. They are 100-ton logging cars, and they can hold up to 18 logs, I'm pretty sure. And they service the sawmill. And it's a short line railroad as well. It gives us the logs. Right here's a few V's, so that way when the train comes, it's required to stop here. Here's Stenzel, nothing too interesting. Hollifield, again, nothing too interesting. But over here, I think, let me go up to this monstrosity train. Yes. This is what the Kirkland coal mine looks like when it's completely filled. No, I don't want that. I want this. So I'm going to park this train over here. All three of these need to go. But this is how much it looks like when it gets filled up, the Kirkland coal mine. We do have these 100-ton coal hoppers that can hold 100 tons of coal. 90% of the time, they're all Burlington Northern. And right here is the loaded version of it. As you can tell, probably close over 5,000 tons, maybe. And then, obviously, let me go back down here. Ella, hello. And then here's the MOW train. That's just waiting for everything to get unloaded. And then I can purchase the third of this, and then we can have this unlocked. And then the Toledo, Cincinnati, and Youngstown Railroad will be split up. We mainly do it to help ease off the car traffic for here. So that way it's not overwhelming for all of us. I need to move these cars. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's going to be my railroad. I'm not going to do much of anything else. I should probably bring down those loaded logs, huh? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Bring down the loaded logs. Make sure they are loaded. Okay, good. Have them stop, have the train stop here. This is one of the articulated locomotives that we own. We'll do a little bit of a train ride. So that way you guys can see part of the railroad, or the railroad in action. And these are British Columbia logging cars. Right, and if this railroad actually goes down like my two previous railroads did, where we had the MMA and the C&O Railroad, and that went downhill very quickly. Not because of derailments, just because we kept running into issues. So that's kind of what caused that railroad to go under very fast. But this is the new and improved railroad, and it's actually named after the three cities that I've known in. I'm trying to say well known in the three cities that me and my three friends live in. I obviously live in the Youngstown area. One of my buddies live in the Toledo, and another one lives in the Cincinnati area. The Connolly branch is also a storage track. If like there's too many freight cars, they get stored up here. I really don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe when Bryson gets unlocked. Because once Bryson gets unlocked, that's when we're purchasing the line to Silva, and then that's when the railroad will split apart. On this left side, where all that licking and scratching's at. But yeah. And there's also a crap ton of whistle mods as well. Like, let me go here real fast. There's the Bell, and then the Southern. Look at all these whistle mods. Yes, there's even a Polar Express whistle. But I'll show the steam engine mods another time. Where are we on the map? How far are we from coming off the line? Okay, we're actually pretty close. But yeah, these are all the mods on my personal save. There are a little bit of here, there, and everywhere type mods. More mods are going to be coming soon, but I decided to do a little quick showcase. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, but hopefully the West Virginia Southern gets put in soon, because I love working on that railroad with my friends, and I know you guys love watching us mess around and crack up, laugh, have a good time. Put that box car down here and forget about it. I'm going to question. It was probably something stupid on my end. Actually, that kind of worked out a little bit for me. But anyways, that's probably going to be it for this live stream, folks. I've been recording for almost an hour, and I still have stuff that I need to get done around the house. But you'll probably be seeing me stream a little bit more on this than the WVS, only because we haven't been on for a long time. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. And have a good day.